Hey guys, and welcome to your weekly horoscope. This is for Monday the 18th of June going through until Sunday the 24th of June 2018. It's really nice to be with you today. I'm going to give you a day-by-day rundown of what happens this week and what the astrological energy is about. I have had a look at this week, and what I do have to say is that if you're a creative person, like if you're a musician or an artist or a writer, this is really going to be your week because you're really going to see the words just flow out and you'll really feel that creativity just kind of flow out of you. And also if you're an intuitive, if you're a psychic, if you're a spiritual healer, a pranic healer, Reiki touch, if you're someone again who is very much connected with the other side in terms of being a medium, or you're clairvoyant or you're clairsentient, all of those things are going to be heightened this week. So if you're someone who is doing readings, your intuition is going to be much stronger. The veil is much thinner this week, so you'll get your messages much more easily, and then you can kind of transmit the messages more easily. And also, if you're someone who doesn't feel that they're particularly intuitive, but you're at a crossroads in your life and you want a reading, then this is a good week to have a reading, because the people you see and talk to will be able to tune into their intuition much more strongly, and you'll get more accurate information. So it's a good week to get clarity if that's what you're looking for. So on Monday the 18th of June, we've got the moon going into Virgo at 8:42 in the morning. The moon in Virgo is analytical, so you feel comfortable being analytical here on Monday. Neptune goes retrograde, and it stays in retrograde until November 2018. Now, the outer planets, Uranus and Pluto and Saturn, all of those, they stay in retrograde for long periods. So the only thing that you notice really is the day that they go retrograde, that something shifts. And if it's direct, then it's about the external, and if it's retrograding, it's about inwards. So there's a shift here today with Neptune going retrograde for you to look inwards and to look at manifesting things for the future. So on Monday here, with the planet of dreams and manifestation going into retrograde today, you'll notice that there is this focus on understanding what you really want in life, and not discovering that by looking around you, but by looking within you. It's also time to tweak existing dreams that already have come true in your life so that you can continue to enjoy those. So if you're working in your dream job or you've got your dream family, then make sure, take an inventory of what's happening. You know, are you there for your family? Are you putting the hours in for your dream job? Look at, actually, am I doing the right thing so I can continue to enjoy these things that I've got? But also look to the future as well and see what's going on inside of you and what you think the future may hold. I was watching an interview with someone yesterday, and the lady in it said, do you know what, my grandmother, she always told me that we should want things. And not in a material sense, but just want things out of life, to want your life to be a certain way, to feel confident and powerful enough to create a life that has a certain flair or style to it, you know, to put your personal stamp on things, and to want to be a part of the world and to really shape the world in your own image as well. The Creator created us, therefore we can create too. So it's a really amazing start to the week in the sense of what do I think my future should look like, and aligning yourself with that and deciding on some goals and moving ahead towards those. Now on Tuesday the 19th of June, we have Mercury, the communication in Cancer. When Mercury is in Cancer, it communicates more creatively and more intuitively than it usually does. So this is partially what's responsible for all this emotional energy floating around. It trines Jupiter, the lucky planet, in another water sign, Scorpio. So when you really get honest with yourself, that's when you activate the good luck of Jupiter, and that's when you really start to feel motivated and inspired to create. Also, we have a wonderful Virgo moon, and the moon is on when the moon is in Virgo, it's on that great Virgo Pisces axis, which is about spirituality, but from two different angles. One from a physical, earthy side, and one from a spiritual, directly dive in at the deep end side. So the Virgo moon opposes Neptune in Pisces, so we've got water and intuition and creativity, and then we've got this giant sponge absorbing all that information and just going and sucking it all up. So on Tuesday, you're really going to be inspired. It's an amazing day to have a reading. The veil between the watery world of the unmanifest and the physical world is super, super thin. Plus, Virgo is able to analyze the info coming through really, really well. So it's an amazing day for intuitive readers, clairvoyants, intuitive astrologers, and creative people as well. Water is all about spirituality, nurturing others, being creative, and being creative through music, for example. So those are all of the things that I was mentioning earlier. If you're totally lost or you feel lost in life and you've been told that, you know, all you need to do is pray or meditate, but you can't figure it out, it's just not working, and you want to talk to someone, you want to have a reading, then it's a great day to actually do that and get in touch with that, because whoever you see, they'll be able to tune in more. On Wednesday, the 20th of June, we've got the moon going into Libra at 12:30 p.m. So the moon in Libra is much more about getting back to kind of a social life, connecting with other people, the way you look, being elegant, presentable, having good relationships with people. The sun is in Gemini, it likes to communicate, so we're in a period now of wanting to express ourselves. It squares the moon in Virgo. That's a really nice combo. The sun in Gemini, my identity is to speak, and what I feel is that I learn and I listen. So we've got the moon in Virgo for half of the day until lunchtime, and then it goes into Libra later on in the day. When it goes into Libra and connects with the sun, both are air signs, and it's about thinking, communicating, and thinking creatively again. Mercury in Cancer trines Neptune in Pisces, so we've got that super creative, communicative planet still connecting with the dream planet of inspiration and ideas and imagination, so you can imagine that today's another great day to express yourself. So Wednesday is a good day to get along with other people and to enjoy relaxed, easy conversations. You do find balance between listening and speaking, and you can nurture and heal others through what you're saying, but you can also manifest your dreams and realize them by seeing them as goals that can be worked towards and setting like a deadline, 2 years or 6 months or whatever you think, however long you think it's going to take you. On Thursday, the 21st of June, we have the summer solstice taking place. So the summer solstice is the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. It's the shortest day of the year in the southern hemisphere. It's the first day of summer as well, so that's exciting, especially living in the UK. The sun moves into Cancer, so happy birthday, Cancers. And Venus in Leo also opposes Mars in Aquarius on this day, and it only does that once a year. So Venus and Mars oppose each other, so they're 180 degrees away from each other only once a year, and this is the day. Venus is the female principle, Mars is the male principle. They kind of belong together, male and female, you know, they create new beginnings. When they're opposing each other, it's kind of like, you know, where are you? It's kind of a sense of longing. It's like, where is this other part of myself? So with the sun in Cancer now, you become more focused on those closest to you and building relationships with people you trust. This is on Thursday, the 21st of June. The annual Mars-Venus opposition may create something new in your life. So especially if you're trying for some major breakthrough in a professional sense, today is the day to launch the website or to make it happen. Or if you have big plans for business or travel, today is the day to get things started in that sense. Because Mars and Venus are so far apart, the longing between them is really strong. And other astrologers may disagree with me, but what I feel intuitively is that they want to get back together. So there's this huge pull, this huge magnetic pull. So if you create something like a business or a new venture today, that it has this chart as a birthday. So it will always have that energy of pull, like it's magnetic. It pulls people towards itself. So that's a really awesome energy to have in the chart of a new business. On Friday the 22nd of June, the moon goes into Scorpio at 7:12 in the evening, and the Scorpio moon trines the sun in Cancer. Okay, so when the moon goes in Scorpio, it dives down to the very, very emotional depths and truths, and it faces all the dark stuff in life, death, the other side. It's super intuitive. With it trining the sun in Cancer, both of those are water, so you're feeling very nurturing, you're feeling very accountable for yourself, you're looking at your feelings, you're being honest about how you truly feel about things, what you want, what you don't want. You really are in touch with yourself. It's very King of Cups, this energy. The sun in Cancer sextiles Uranus in Taurus, so there's a bit of the unexpected and miraculous coming from Uranus. When you take care of other people, it may have unexpected results when it comes to your physical, practical circumstances. So Friday is another great day for creativity, great insights through a spiritual practice, and the ability to heal others. There's also a physical spark between you and other people today that may spark something off in you inspiration-wise, or there may be a spark between you and another person. So Uranus is chaos and the miraculous and the unexpected, so it's hard to predict, but you activate it by healing others. You have that ability today. So when you do heal others, that sextile with Uranus clicks into place, and then you really find that it leads you to something substantial. So finding a new way of healing, or meeting someone new, or really clicking with that person. On Saturday the 23rd, we have Mercury, the communication planet, still in Cancer. So emotional communication is the order of the day, really talking about your feelings. That opposes Pluto in Capricorn. So things that you say, emotional truths that you express on this day, can have major transformative effects on your physical your life. So if you say to your boss on Saturday the 23rd, think you're an idiot, I quit, that's going to have a significant impact on your life. The Scorpio moon also conjuncts Jupiter in Scorpio. So listening to your feelings today is really where it's at, okay? So you have a choice. Making changes based on facts and the advice of other people, especially colleagues or workmates or people like that. Or you can listen to your own gut feeling, which is always going to feel less certain because you don't have so much support, even if you tell other people about it. It's like, I feel this way. They're like, well, it doesn't really match up with the facts, so let's not do it. So if you have the ability to make a unilateral decision and you listen to your gut and it does feel less supported, if you trust your gut and you take that uncertainty on board, you'll win. So trust your gut to win. Don't trust logic on Saturday. Listen to feelings. And really, the whole week, don't listen to logic so much. Listen to your feelings, because it is the week of the intuitive, of the spiritual, of the creative type, of the writer, of the healer, all of those people. Sunday, the 24th of June, we've got the Scorpio moon trining Mercury in Cancer. So a very emotionally intelligent moon, so understanding others and being diplomatic, and understanding that if you're talking to someone and you say, hello, nice to meet you, but what's that smell, then people are going to get offended. So some people have no social skills. A Scorpio moon mitigates that a little bit because it allows you to tune into other people's energy and get what's going to work and what isn't going to work, what's going to fly and what isn't. You have to adapt yourself in certain situations. That trines Mercury in Cancer, so the desire to speak freely and emotionally is still there. That again sextiles Pluto and Capricorn. So again, we've got another day here where what it is you're saying or what your feelings are about can have a practical change on your physical circumstances, on your life. So it's another great day for intuitive, creative types and healers. This is Sunday the 24th. There's also a great possibility that more feelings arise in you when speaking about where you truly are in life. So if you open up to someone today, that sparks off the beginnings of a major change in your life. So going to see a therapist, or again, having a reading with someone, or speaking to your best friend and saying, do you know what, this is where I really am. Like, after Susan dumped me, it really took me like 6 months to get my head together. And then I started this business and it didn't work. And then I had to go back to my home to my parents. And this is what I really want. This is where I am. And you talk to someone about it and it starts to crystallize. And I want to move here and it's possible. I don't need a visa and I could go there. There's lots of work opportunities. I've looked it up online. And it's really like, today is a day that's never going to come back. When you go on a holiday, it's expensive, it's uncomfortable, it's all sorts of things that will make you say, ugh, it's not worth it. I'd rather save the money and stay home. But you remember things like that. Those are memories that you create for yourself. If you did stay home, that would just be another week and you wouldn't really remember it. So the reason I'm going on about this today is that this is really a day where you understand what it is you want out of life and where there's no, ego chatter telling you to go down the completely wrong path, to waste another 5 years of your life, or to get stuck in relationships which are abusive, which also distract you for years and years. There's no ego stuff here this week at all, really. It's all being honest with yourself and trusting your feelings. So if you do take the opportunity to talk to someone else today, if you can't find another human being, which is unlikely, I mean, you can go to your local vicar on a Sunday and say, excuse me, after the service, do you have a minute? I need to talk to someone. I'm sure he or she will say, yes, of course. So that conversation, if you can't have it with a human being, then have it with your higher self, your angels, the universe, your guardian angels, your ancestors, your guides, the elementals, the ascended masters, whoever you feel connected to. Talk to them. It's the communication that sparks off the beginning of a major change in your life. And again, it's another great day to have someone else look at your circumstances, especially if you're at a crossroads, if you're trying to make a decision and your own feelings are giving you mixed messages, or if one thing seems good but the other thing seems good as well and you just can't decide, or if you're stuck, or if only I could do this, then I would, but I can't because A, B, and C, and then how to overcome those things. Because, we're all stuck at some point in our lives. Sometimes we don't have the money, or sometimes we're in a relationship that we can't get out of, or sometimes we've committed to another 2 years on a course or something. Sometimes we're stuck. But we've got to find a way to move forward and to independently continue with our lives so that it becomes the kind of life that you want it to be. So you need to work on it. So the veil is super, super thin. So if you're a very sensitive person as well, going to the new week, just realizing that, there is a lot of energy, and just kind of surround yourself in white light. I do this anyway in the morning. I surround myself in green light. That's Archangel Gabriel. And that's just healing, and that's just, sucking out negativity and replacing it with healing light and green loving, healing energy. And then I surround myself in the white light of the creator, the universe, and that protects me. And that's much bigger. And then I have another thin layer around me, which is Archangel Michael, and that's purple, and that's like protection and support and encouragement. And whenever I go into situations, I feel shielded and protected by that. And I'll do that again at night if I feel I've picked up like icky stuff. So, you know, initially when people get into working with this kind of stuff, they think, oh, you know, whatever, protection spells, and who cares? It's really, you have to take care of yourself on an emotional level, also on a spiritual level, and just detox sometimes and take time for yourself. Taking sea salt baths is great for that, to just detox stuff so that you can heal yourself and that you can generate this creative energy. That's what this is all about. And really getting real with yourself and saying, okay, what have you got? Hit it. What are you trying to tell me? And then really being surprised and thrilled and delighted with what your inner self is giving you, because it'll be something that you're super interested in. So honor that and enjoy it. So that's what I get for you this week. I hope you have a fabulous week. It looks amazing, and it looks, again, life-changing. It's a great time of the year at the moment. It really is. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. And in the readings I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology in itself gives me a blueprint of your soul. So I take your time of birth, your date of birth, and your place of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can either use sunrise or I can rectify the chart. So by using certain life events, 10 plus, ideally, that you send me, I can find out what your time of birth was. So if you're interested in that, then email me, readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. Once I have the birth chart in front of me, it shows me your life purpose, your vocational aptitudes, what your life purpose is, what your strengths and weaknesses are, what's going to happen in love and health and spiritual progress and family, what's destined for you in a way, and then also what's coming up in each one of those areas. So also, if you are at a crossroads, like I said, so if you don't know what to do for work, or if you don't know where to move, or if you don't know what the next step is, get in touch for a personal reading and we can have a look at that. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out the daily tarot readings that I do, these weekly horoscopes, as well as the monthly forecast, which goes over all of the energy, but then at the end applies it to the specific sun sign. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and so on. Have a wonderful week, and I'll speak to you soon.